Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Cyberpunk 2077. So a couple of things before I charge off into the urban jungle, I suppose. It's a good word for it. So the first thing, which you are obviously hearing already, which is the fact that I have a different audio setup. There is enough of this playthrough, this Let's Play left, that I didn't feel like using my old setup just to finish this Let's Play. Because I don't really like changing audio setups in mid Let's Play, because it obviously throws folks off when you in middle of a Let's Play and whatnot, and suddenly audio levels change and so on. The sound changes and such. However, like I said, there is enough of this left that I didn't feel like using the old just to finish this. So I apologize if you have to adjust your volume settings a little bit and so on. I tried to did a little bit of testing, and I tried to get them kind of close to the original, kind of close, but it's still going to sound a little different for sure. So there is that, and also there has been a very short break from Cyberpunk content because, well, for one, I needed to do a little testing with the audio setup and so on, and for another, one of those hotfixes broke my keybinds, because this game has a whole bunch of hard-coded keys you cannot change in the options menu itself, and I have changed a whole lot of those because I can't play with the default keybinds. Anyway, so I had to go back and fix a bunch of those because a bunch of them had reset, unfortunately. Anyway, with that, we can finally start heading out. And while I was testing stuff out, and while I was just, you know, hanging around and, you know, about to start, I got called by somebody. Where is my journal? There is my journal. Somebody called Elizabeth Peralez for who is in some kind of a, you know, she sounded very freaked when she was calling me, and it's like, and very secretive, like, let's meet, I can't, you know, I can't talk in open line, why not? I was like, wait, what? Right, fine. Okay. Give me my elevator. So, let's go find out what the fluff she wants. I mean, where am I going? I'm going here, and I'll grab the bike and head that direction. Oh, yeah. There is something I did off camera while I was testing audio levels. I decided to do a little shopping because I had the money for it. So now I have double jump. I can now jump twice, which is something I have been looking forward to. That won't really help with combat. What was that static crackling? What? Really?
V, how you doing, honey? Listen, got a golden opportunity for you.
Word on the streets that when Wako says golden, it's usually a turd wrapped in crepe paper.
It's a sticky situation.
Sticky? Wow, you're really selling this, Wako.
Job like any other, just the client's will demanding.
Client's got every right to be demanding. What makes this one any different?
Wants everything to go exactly as planned. Willing to break the bank for it, too. Job like this needs your magic touch, V. Anyone less experienced would just fuck it up.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Now I'm sure it's a turd in crepe paper. So, what's the spec?
Caroline Jablonski. Set off any buzzers for you? Murdered in cold blood. Made waves a few years back. They locked the guy up. But now there's a chance he could walk. Jablonski's family wants to balance the scales of justice for good. You'll finish him.
The perp been proven guilty? Meaning he deserves to die, truly?
Do I look like a criminal prosecutor to you?
What'd he do, exactly?
I'm not a beat reporter neither. You want the job or not?
Well, that is very, very quiet on the details. It's like, go and murder this person. Sure, I am gone for hire.
Alright, I'm in.
Good. Client will be waiting for you by a car at the corner of 6th and Brandon.
Huh? In a car?
Client wants to tag along. Be there in person when you put a bullet through the guy's eye. Good luck.
Well then, should have, told me that right from the start, eh? Damn. Alright. So I have to have a tag along to get this done. Alright. Well, that's for another time. First we play around with this. Where is my... Oh, obviously it comes out of the garage. Huh? Okay, well, somebody's eager to get started. So I think the dialogue voice volume may be just a little low, maybe. So I will play around with that. While I, arrive over there. So give me just a sec. I will mess around with the dialogue volume. Okay, let's do a test of the dialogue volume by, calling somebody. Who do I call? Let's call you Judy.
Hey, V. Oh, before I forget, some lady called me, Elizabeth something. Said she had a job for someone with an eye for virtues. Told her to drop you a line.
Nice of you to think of me, Judy.
Hey, don't mention it. I just hope she's worth the eddies.
Just so happens I already took that job.
No shit. And? How'd it pan out?
Hard for me to say at this stage.
Right. Client confidentiality and all that. What else is going on besides that?
Same old. Rather hear what you've been up to. It was nice catching up.
I'm right here, V. Call me anytime.
Okay, that is definitely better. That is definitely better. Whole bunch better. Alright, I'll play it with it between episodes if it seems like I have to. Alright. And also kind of interesting that Judy mentions this job as well. Interesting. No, wait. This is not what I was looking for. Really? Really? What the? Okay. It is. Okay, for a moment I thought this was the dude who wanted to tag along, but apparently... Yeah, I'm getting confused by cars now.
Are you V? Please, step in the vehicle.
Right.
Okay.
Ah.
Hello, V. I'm Jefferson Perales. You've already spoken with Elizabeth, my wife.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Perales. Mrs. Perales?
Right again, Liz. You see, my wife is a great judge of character. Said this would work. Now I see why.
So, what do you got for me?
Carter, let's go.
Elizabeth?
Well, as you're probably aware, Mayor Lucius Rhine recently passed.
We want to know how, why, whatever else is pertinent.
It was all over the news.
Of course it was. Media feasted for weeks. Pieces like that are their lifeblood.
Right. Think they missed something?
We have reason to believe they did, yes.
Far as I know, case is closed already.
It is. Of course, the police wrote it off as natural causes. Rhine passed at home due to a cardio implant malfunction.
But we're left wondering about the cyber psycho attack at City Hall a few days earlier.
The police say it was completely unrelated.
These suspicions of yours wouldn't have anything to do with the upcoming election, would they?
Of course they would. If Lucius Ryan was murdered, we want to know. Need to know.
What makes you think the cops got him wrong? Got any evidence?
Shortly before Ryan passed, he made cuts in the NCPD budget. Perhaps got on someone's bad side that way.
In any case, we have the cyber psycho attack on a BD.
Our chief of security scanned it but didn't find anything out of the ordinary, so to speak. We need a braindance editor, a real one. It's raw footage.
The braindance. It has to be back where it belongs today, or a lot of people will be in a lot of trouble. If you agree to help, you can see it right now.
Don't ask. Definitely don't ask where they got it. Alright.
Alright, see what I can do.
Excellent. We'd be happy with any find that would clarify things. Alleviate lingering doubts.
I probably should call Judy for help with this thing. I probably should. But let's see. Let's see. Oh, I am actually really afraid now. Did my braindance keys get reset?
Well, what do we got here?
Question is, what are you doing here?
My brain too, isn't it?
And this time, don't go scrolling every ass you see. Eyes on the mayor. Stuff belongs to City Hall. Let's make it PG.
Okay, seems the keys are correct. Fantastic. Ooh, that was slightly scary for a moment. Alright, let's watch this through first, and then see about the editing aspect of it. This is really light on security, huh? Okay, that can't be good.
Hold it! Stop right there! Slow your roll!
River Ward, NCPD.
Police. Let him in?
Let him wait.
It's important. Gotta speak to the mayor's chief of security.
Preem, do it after the conference.
Okay, so it was the second guy coming in. What? Interesting. Was it the dude who was at the back there who went in? Alright, alright. Let's restart this.
And this time, don't go scrolling every ass you see. Eyes on the mayor. Stuff belongs to City Hall. Let's make it
Let's
PG.
see that.
Who's the Hulk guy?
No idea. Those ass clowns are all the same.
Okay. What is this?
Second conference in 3 days. No idea what this blitz is for.
That's why I'm mayor and you're not. Now's when we need the visibility.
You're spreading yourself too thin.
I'll rest tonight. My room at the Red Queen's race is ready.
Yes, of course.
Good. Now go. Gotta practice.
Red Queen's race. Cause any intersynapse zaps?
Sure, bunch of old Brit farts in powdered wigs shouting, "Off with their heads!"
You know, you're allowed to say you don't have a clue.
Okay, yeah, that's the metal
They
detector.
left literally seconds before the attack. Looks planned. Like it was done on purpose.
These
That or
guys.
the psycho saw his chance and took it. Don't get paranoid on me.
What? You are the dude who is paranoid all the time. So yeah, they do have a chat with the mayor and then they leave. But that is interesting.
Hold it! Stop right there! Slow your roll!
River Ward, NCPD.
That is very interesting.
Let him in? Let him wait.
It's important. Gotta speak to the mayor's chief of security.
Preem, do it after the conference.
Cop wanted to tell security something.
Probably that he was standing by to lick Ryan's butthole.
Okay, what is making that thing? CCTV screen. Oh.
Terminal crashed right as he went through the gate. Glitch was no accident.
Nah. Seen stranger coincidences.
Like?
Like when you bang some chick and then her sister later, same night. And it turns out they're both sisters of God.
That really happened to you?
Nah. But it could've.
I assume you're not talking about God/dog. That was a very different character.
Could have chromed half the city with what he was packing.
Probably what happened. Body disappeared from the morgue, sight unseen. And then some pig got himself a new set of wheels and an ugly-ass suit.
Know that? Or just talking out your ass again?
Once you've seen all I've seen, don't need to know things to know them. People are the same everywhere.
Okay, it's coming out your ass. Oh, well.
And that is...
Preem, do it after the conference.
It's whistling something.
The tune. Don't recognize it.
Tune.
What he's humming.
Wouldn't call that a tune.
He's really into it.
Then he got shot by the... Okay, so the dudes really did leave, and he just wandered in. Okay. Guess we're done here. Well, that was interesting. You're
here. Fantastic.
Well then. Fancy, huh?
So, any thoughts? Did you see anything suspicious? Anything at all? Or
Oh,
are we
you have
paranoid?
got to be kidding me. Really?
Lost him.
You know what? Let's say too early to tell.
Rather not jump to any conclusions. That's not much to go on. Still too early to say.
Sure.
Okay,
Any questions at this point?
why am I crouching?
Red Queen's race. What is it?
Got me. Never heard of it. Sorry.
That came out a little hesitantly, huh?
Who's Holt?
Ryan's deputy. And his bulldog, so to speak. Running in Ryan's place now.
The conference. Why was it held?
For no particular reason. Ryan liked the sound of his voice and seeing himself on TV. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Lost him.
As far as I recall, the drop in Night City's violent crime rate was the excuse for this one. Ryan came out to tout it.
Sorry, drop?
Ryan reclassified Pacifica an independent district. Stats for that part of town stopped counting.
Ha, clever.
Well, that would do it.
Cop who saved Ryan. Know anything about him?
Detective River Ward. Good guy. We worked a few cases together. You want to talk to him, I'll put you in touch.
Mayor's hustle. They in CPD?
No. All handpicked by Holt. And on a corp's payroll.
Which corp?
But there are ex-cops among them.
Anyone else besides Ryan's detail have access to the terminal?
NCPD. That's it.
Lost him.
Man, this Delamain thing is weird at the moment, and it's kind of hilarious.
Sheesh. Ward had great timing. Either has crazy good luck or had a source. Got good info. I'm gonna need some of each.
Well said.
Sending you his deeds. If you need anything else, let us know. We'll help.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Now I can stop crouching and no longer in conversation. And you folks are just leaving. You drove me here, and your car left, and you are leaving, and you just left me here. This turned out to be quite annoying. All right. Now, who did we do? We got somebody's contact info. What? Really? Oh, okay. Dang it. Well then. Oh, right, yeah, this guy.
This is Ward. Who am I talking to?
Name's V. Looking into the death of one Lucius Rhine.
Wonder why. You're not a cop.
Listen, I know you tried to warn Ryan about the cyber psycho.
What else do you know?
That you'd best meet with me.
All right. I'm headed to Chubby Buffalo's.
Be there, stat.
Chubby really? The names are getting weirder and weirder along the way. Okay. So where the blazes did they leave me at? Well, somewhere very far away, huh? Alright, let's grab my bike and what the? Okay. You know what, Delamain? You annoyed me during the conversation, so you can stay. Thanks. I'm gonna go this way. Bye. Alright. Oh, nighttime is falling and absolute fog is falling as well. Oh, I like this bike so much. What? What? I arrived on the... I don't bloody well... whatever are you rambling on about? Oh, it's a cyber psycho. Of course it's a Regina thing. Yeah, of course it's cyber psycho something or another. Yeah, which way am I going? Up and down, huh? I could go... I was just thinking I could go this way. Would that work? Would that work? I don't remember riding much along the shore here, so let's go. Let's go. I'll need to look into a new outfit as well at some point. I do like the way this getup looks, but maybe something else for change. Oh, it's the Delamain thing again. Seriously? Or is it different Delamain? Yeah, go away.
Getting away.
Go away, thanks. Alright, Chubby Buffaloes. Found it. Perfect parking. Alright. Ignore it if you hear any loud noises, like gunfire coming from the diner in just a few seconds. No, what? You didn't need that, you're just playing games.
Someone here to see you, looks like.
Wonder what about? You must be V. My partner, Detective Han.
Do I include him? Alright, fine. Let's see how he reacts.
Okay.
Come on.
Thanks for agreeing to meet.
You really intend to work with a merc?
Don't know what I intend just yet. For now, I'm gonna see if I hear anything new about Ryan's death.
You back on that? Boss already told you to drop it. Don't make him say it again. You know he hates to say things twice. And if you couldn't give a rat's fat ass about any of that, heed my advice. As your friend, just let the case go.
See me do anything? Just sitting here, sipping coffee, listening to gossip.
Fine.
Good
Do
man.
what you want. I'm not about to be part of this. Gotta go get my little girl anyway. And you two at least find a quieter corner. Wouldn't want to be overheard.
Okay. Talk.
See, Detective Hahn's not a fan of edge runners.
Don't take it personally. Detective Hahn's not a fan of anybody, except his daughter. You wanted to talk?
For the attack, you wanted to talk to Ryan's hustle. Get some info to him. What was it?
Let me ask you a question first. Why do you got your nose in this? Who hired you?
Fine.
Let's move.
Liz
Let's
Perales
go.
hired me. And her husband, Jefferson.
The presumed future mayor. Guess I could have seen that coming. You know what? Han was right. Acoustics are a little too good in here. Got my car outside.
Okay, sure.
Another car. This job is all about your folks' cars, isn't it? I bet one of you is gonna try to sell me a car after this. Okay. I'm not buying that, whatever you're, selling. I assume you wanna drive, right? This is your car. There's this point where I pull out my gun.
Some of the boys from the precinct saw Horvath around Arroyo, shooting up dumpsters, hollering how he's got to meet with the mayor. Brought him in.
Brought who in?
Peter Horvath. Cyber psycho who attacked the mayor later. They took him downtown, but then he got lost before they could get his statement.
So you saw him as a potential threat, decided to warn the mayor. Just like that? 'Cause you got a good heart?
Make it sound like that's something to be ashamed of.
Ashamed? No. It's not something you see every day. Said he got lost. How's that happen? What's it mean?
It means someone didn't want him counting roaches in a cell that day. And before you ask me, no. I got no idea who. My turn. Why's Perales looking at this now? Why does he want it done unofficial, on the hush-hush?
Perales could just be scared.
Doesn't want the job of a guy who just got carried out feet first?
Who would?
Yeah, I don't know about this, so...
Red Queen's race. Heard anything about it? Know what it is?
Maybe I have. Maybe I do. It got anything to do with Ryan?
Guy was headed there the day he died.
Fine. We're gonna see my CI. All I've heard is some fancy-ass club. No idea where to even look for it. CI might know. Then we'll go talk to the woman Horvath worked for. Or actually, we could see her first. Up to you.
Sorry, we?
Can't shake this case. Something's up. Just look how quickly it was closed. This way, you can get your job done, while I find evidence that gets my chief to reopen the case. Win-win. So, where to first?
Let's go see your informer. Club's a better lead.
Fine with me.
I mean... I also kind of want to find out who your CI is, and just in case I have to, avoid or deal with them later on. Somebody's driving around broken car, man. Then again, it is Night City, right? Everything is broken to an extent. Everybody else is such a sensible driver compared to me. Then again, I use motorcycle almost exclusively at this point. But, like, look at how sensible this is. Step on it, dude. I guess he's a cop. He kind of doesn't want to step on it. Put on the siren and then step on it. Huh? Does this thing even have a siren? Is this like... This is your car, not the, you know, official police cruiser, I suppose. Where the blazes are we going? Now comes the question, are you in on it, and is your CI some sort of a, you know, the cyber psycho, and you sick him on me, and then I have to take both of you out? I'm feeling paranoid, eh? Making up conspiracy theories in my head while this drive is taking so long. Really should have let me drive. Then again, he would probably have to give me a speeding ticket after. No, at least I'm in from the rain. Yeah, for a short moment more. And then
my guy works here. You go talk to him. I'll wait outside.
What?
Tell him Igor says hi. He'll know what it's about.
Okay, fine. Never mind.
Alright. Wait here then.
At least now I'm not crouching this time around. Ah. Okay, now I understand why you didn't want to walk in here. As the official police dude. The 24-hour hold surveillance. Okay. Wait then. Yeah, alright. It's one of those places.
You looking for general inspiration or something specific? Because I can help with both.
Igor says hi.
Fuck, no. Said I was done. I was out. Leave me the fuck alone, all of you.
Really?
Fuck.
Hey, Neil.
Piss off.
It's sort of sneaky, you knew this would happen.
Just got one question to ask you. Nothing to see here, sir. Come on, Ghost, I said.
Leave me alone, got it? Can't make me do a damn thing.
Red Queen's race. Give us the address. We're gone.
Heard that already last time. Then those motherfuckers showed, broke all my fingers.
Do I threaten him with the cop here?
I know people. We could be smart about
Fingers. I'll break limbs that'll make you forget all about those fingers. Start with your shins. Any idea how much that hurts?
it. All right. Jesus. Chill, okay? It's outside city limits. Near the river. Benita Street area.
You been there?
Not telling you another fucking thing. Kiss my ass. Both of you.
Yeah, I ain't kissing it. I don't know where it's been.
That's what I call a breakthrough. It seems promising, but I'd still hit that market.
Or what has been in it.
Market?
Orvoth's employer, one I mentioned before. I just wouldn't let that lead drop.
Okay. Let's go see this market of yours.
We gonna take my car?
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I'll let you drive, but first I'm gonna steal whatever this is. Item components. I'll let you drive. Maybe I can milk you for some information. And I know completely and utterly understand why he made me do the talking, because he knew it would happen, huh? Knew how that would go. Right, so I can't talk to you, can I? Oh man, I should have gone with my own bike, eh? Dude, can I talk to you? Never mind. Seems like I can. Well, at least I can enjoy the scenery of the, you know, ever lovely night city. Well, and it always rains. Actually says that in Cyberpunk 2020 rulebook already. It always rains. Highly recommend reading if you're if you're, you know, into Cyberpunk, grab your... What the... I did not upgrade my cyber hearing, cyber audio suite, so I don't know why I'm hearing people talk on, you know, somewhere. Anyway, anyway, so just to finish the thought, if you're a Cyberpunk fan and you don't play the pen and paper RPGs, might still, you know, of course, if you have disposable income and whatnot to do that, might still want to look into Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk Red. Cyberpunk Red being essentially the pen and paper RPG for this particular version of Night City, as in 2077 is based on.
90% of any detective's job is talking.
You haven't.
How about we change tacks this time? Ask questions first, then level threats.
And the other 10%, what's it consist of?
Writing reports.
You didn't talk at all. I suppose that's you complaining about me threatening the guy.
So, who are we supposed to talk to? Cyber Psycho's boss, you said?
Christine Markov, 42. File has her as Horvath's sole employer. Sole contact, too, actually. Come on, V.
And the age was relevant? Why, exactly? Yeah, fine. Cherry Blossom Market. There's a clothing store here. I'm kind of tempted, actually.
No idea who we're looking for. Gonna have to ask around. I'll start from the left. You take the right.
Maybe I should go check the clothing store out before I start asking too many questions and scaring people.
Christine Markov. Where'll I find her?
Who the fluff am I supposed to talk to even? Oh, there's a... Where the blazes am I? Ah, okay, now I know where I am. Whoa, okay. Put the gun away. Put the gun away. Alright. Now I know where the fluff I am. It's you. Ugh. Wait, what? Okay. Well, I was just...
You Christine Markov? We have some questions.
You badges?
Looking for data on Petar Horvath. Worked here, apparently?
Yeah, he did. Then he stopped working, started making fucking speeches all the time.
Horvath make good scratch here? Could've bought this whole market with the chrome he was packing.
Oh yeah, made scads on scads here. Motherfucking millionaire, like we all are.
So where'd he get the eddies? Know anything?
Look, if I knew, I wouldn't be here selling scop to tower trash. I'd get myself an AV, fly my fucking slim ass out of here. Peter showed up one day with all that. Extra worked up, too. Whacked enough that I asked him where he got it. He said somebody finally seen what he was worth. And then he launched right into one of his tirades.
When did the weird behavior actually start?
Look, when you're talking about Peter, weird doesn't mean what it means for everybody else. Horvath never was completely normal. But the post-jail Horvath versus the pre-jail Horvath? Gonks both, but completely different gonks.
These speeches, what did he have to say?
Ryan, Corpse got him by the balls and cock, but he still managed to fuck me. His motto.
Why'd he have it in for the mayor?
Ha! Looking for reason in that whack job? Probably thought Ryan was talking to him through the TV, promising all sorts of shit, then ceasing to give a fuck. Look, I told you what I think. In Horvath's world, everybody was out to get him. Lucius Ryan was out to fuck him, then get him.
Well, considering the shop I just came from, maybe he worked there as well.
Let's move. Let's go.
So as Horvath saw it, who else had it in for him?
Besides Rhine? Madame President, mostly. Then Arasaka, the Giza, and when he died, it was his son's turn. Would that be all, detectives? You're spooking my clientele.
I didn't see any clients anyway, but...
Somebody'd finally seen what he was worth. Horvath had sponsors.
We might have guessed as much.
Might seem like we didn't get a lot out of that. But sometimes intel makes sense once you got some context. Say, for instance, somebody says they got a headache. Minor detail. Means nothing, right? Usually, sure.
But then the guy waltzes straight into oncoming traffic. A neighbor remembers someone had worked on the air conditioner in the guy's unit. Guy whose head always hurt. Accident? Coincidence? Or maybe air-dispersed poison. A deliberate hit.
You actually caught a case like that?
No. Made it up. Still proves my point. Oh, great. Let me handle this, V. Step aside, Lug. Your boyfriend got sent up for years. Doubt you want the same.
Gentlemen, chill, please.
Jump, clown! Jump!
I have double jump.
What the fuck?!
What the? I had to be way too careful there not to shoot anybody else.
Told you I'd handle it. Where are you going?
It's a conspiracy! Walking the streets with you? Downright unsafe. Got a beef with all gangs or just the Tigers?
I'm a cop. What do you think?
Gotta report this. Okay. Red Queen's race now. First, I gotta clean up the mess you made. We'll meet there.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun. Ugh. You know what? Let's check what is on sale here, and then I'm gonna call it an episode right here. You have anything interesting that I can maybe afford? Most of all, it's a new operating system that I would like. Not a Bazak, however. That's a nice RAM recover. Damage dealt by quick hacks is not something I'm looking for though. Definitely not. I mean, the current deck is damage dealt by quick hacks. This is just an upgrade on it, but I want something that's, because I'm not hacking for damage. So there is that. Anything else you happen to have? No. Never mind. But yeah, I do have double jump now, which we could give a proper testing on. No. And do you have any nice replies? Nah. Nope. Oh, I can actually use that now. That's very nice. I can sell the old one away. Very, very nice. You have a tiny health regen. Okay. Well, I got a little sturdier, as in very, very nicely. Tiny amount sturdier with a health regen. And I'm gonna call it an episode right here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you folks next time with more Cyberpunk 2077.